very good morning to everybody this morning. What a beautiful morning it is. It's not so windy. Neil and myself came out. We decided to head out north. We're driving along Ngala Loop heading towards Kokomoya Dam. We spotted some lion tracks on the road. Also came around the corner, saw hyena and jackal. And look what we found, guys. The Koppies pride on a wildebeest. Guys, I don't know if you realized how windy it was yesterday. It was also windy into the night last night. So I'm sure what these Koppies females did is use that to their advantage. With it being windy, masked all their sounds, masked all their smells. So these lions would have taken full advantage of that. You've seen they were hunting on an open area here. So when it's open like this, on a normal night, when there's not so much wind, the wildebeest can pick their lions up pretty easy. But in a windy night, it's throwing the smells around, throwing everything around, and these lions took full advantage of that and making a kill. You'll see also over there is that little jackal that we first saw. It's a black back jackal. It's the smaller of the jackals that we have here. We get the side stripe and the black back. This guy takes his chance a lot. He tries to get in close when the lions aren't looking, tries to steal a little morsel or two. There's also not too many hyenas around. We've only seen one. But watch how cheeky this jackal becomes. Let's see how close it gets to the lion. See if it can grab a little scrap. These guys are normally in pairs. They're monogamous. They do pair for life. So there should be another one not too far away from this. They have a little area that they defend as a couple. Pretty cute.
This female kept showing the urge to try and move the carcass. I think she was getting a little bit uncomfortable. She was all by herself. There weren't any other lionesses around with her at the moment. There was a lot of presence of jackals. We counted 6 in total, and probably with vultures in the back of her mind, she was looking to move this carcass to a different spot. The jackal's patience finally paid off and they managed to get some scraps. Still keeping a watchful eye on that lioness. Guys, this will show you just how intelligent these animals are sometimes. So she's dragged that carcass over there now. So bits of the wildebeest would have fallen off, maybe some of the insides, intestines, etc. So what cats will do, leopards, lions, They will often scrape vegetation, grass or leaves, soil over any of that to try and mask the scent of that smell to be less attractable to things like jackals, hyenas. She also dragged it deep into that bush, knowing that pretty soon it would heat up and a lot of vultures would start to fly, eagles, and could possibly find that carcass. We were going to make our way and look for other members of the pride, hoping that they'd be quite close by. Guys, we found tracks for the other lioness. She's busy going up the road here. She's definitely walked here this morning. We've just actually heard baboons also start alarm calling, so I'm pretty sure it's her. We managed to find the baboons. Some of the youngsters were still calling. They do actually make different calls for different predators. You can actually hear them call at the lion now. This was a large male and female sitting in the tree. I didn't look too bothered. Look at the tiny baby that's sitting with the mom there. I think they were all hoping for a bit of sunlight this morning, but it's still quite cold, windy and chilly here. Another big problem we encountered while trying to look for this lioness was the small fact of about 100 elephants. They were literally everywhere. They were in the direction that the baboons were sort of all looking. So there's a good chance that lioness would have tried to avoid these elephants and moved off in a different direction. We tried to listen and see if the elephants reacted in any way. Elephants will usually chase a lion away at the sight of one. But these guys are pretty intent on just having a drink and eating as usual. We also came across this kudu and she also seemed quite relaxed. Those massive ears will be used to help detect any sounds. They usually live in quite thick bush, so having big ears like that help you hear incredibly well. We saw some vultures dropping down in the distance, so I decided to go back to that lioness with a kill and see if there was any action there.
Just arrived back at the Wildebeest now. It's 9:30. About 3 hours since we last found it. Looks like the lioness has moved away. And you can just see the vultures just pouring in here. They're soaring above us like a kettle. They're coming down now. Here comes the lion again. Oh, guys, brilliant, brilliant.
Myself and Alistair were incredibly happy on the way back to the lodge. That was a great morning with a fantastic sighting. We're definitely going to head back there this afternoon, see if any of the other lions rock up there, maybe even the males. But that lioness's definite problem tonight could be a lot of hyenas. So please join us, keep all your wonderful questions coming, all your suggestions. We appreciate all your great feedback, and we will see you out there this afternoon. Take care.
मतलब को मतलब को मूव की मजा आता